Animal Human Part 2, the sequel to the most disturbing horror series you cannot read by Trippy Chris, titled Facts. If you missed part 1, go, yo, that was insane. How, I'm not trying to spoil it, but yo, I'm not trying to spoil it. This is symbolism and the hunting dog. I don't think that's a spoiler. Was just crazy. It was just crazy, bro. And just in general, and the cat, and he just, no, man, the dinner table with the animals around it. It's just so good. Like, it's just too good.
It's been 4 months since I did my Animal Human video, and that video reached more than half of a million views, which is amazing. And in that video, I really thought that the series was over. However, the mangaka on Twitter, yeah, I still say Twitter, revealed that he dropped a second volume to the series back in October.
But it's Twitter.
So obviously, I had to dig deep into the internet and find the files just for you guys. Because even to this day, there is still no official English translation or even a fan translation of Animal Human. So I translated it for you guys. And today, we're gonna go over...
We're so far from an anime, I ain't gonna lie. We ain't getting no anime. So just gotta appreciate this manga.
The entire second volume of the series, and hope that it's actually better than the first one.
But if you guys want to see more anime content like this one, then why not go down and hit that subscribe button.
Also, starting right now, we are hosting a massive voting poll with the Google form in the description below. Vote for whatever horror media content that you guys want me to cover.
SCP?
And that means any anime, any manga, movie, comic, analog horror, TV show, SCP, no sleep, Reddit post, anything related to horror that you guys want me to cover. All you gotta do is go to the Google form and vote for it. The winner will be announced on January 1st on New Year's. So get to voting, guys. But without further ado, let's get on with the video.
It's already New Year's for me. Already past New Year's.
The scene opens with a shocking, chilling image of a naked man hanging from shackles, surrounded by hungry, anthropomorphic animals. As the human is lowered, the animal swarms and devours him alive. The frame cuts abruptly to a promotional ad video featuring the head chef of Ann Pashieta, Takanagi. He welcomes viewers, describing the exceptional quality of animal-human meat served at the restaurant. This meat, he explains, is a rare delicacy among humans, perfected by the chefs listening to their ingredients. Knowing every detail of how the animal lived, what they felt, and how they were raised is like seasoning the meat with 100 different spices. The video promises an unparalleled dining experience.
I forgot how crazy this is.
At Ann Pashieta, everything is at its very best. The meat, the staff, and the clientele. The video ends as a man arrives at the restaurant. Inside, well-dressed patrons are seated. Takanagi enters, welcoming them to Ann Pashieta and announcing a special, one-of-a-kind, full-course meal.
I already know this about to be
nasty. A staff member rolls out a trolley carrying a gourmet.
Man, like, he's great with like these scenes of just like, he's just like, yo, why is the food just on the table like that?
An entire goat animal human.
But that's how the animals around, and then the
crowd erupts
guy
in
on the
applause.
table.
However,
just
Takanashi prepared just one more surprise for the guest. The goat, though dismembered and cooked, remains alive, connected by transfusion tubes and an artificial heart. A cutting-edge treatment ensuring that the meat remains fresh at all times. As Takanagi describes each dish, soup made from the goat's spine, bread infused with its organ meat, edible flowers crafted from its arms. The goat, still conscious, questions its reality. The diners, fascinated, gathered around to ask the goat questions. What did it eat? How was it raised? What exercise did it do? The goat, overwhelmed, can barely respond before Takanagi injects its artificial heart with alcohol, leaving it disorientated. He then thanks the goat, cutting...
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo, 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 yo. Look how crazy this was, yo. I should get this off the screen, man. Get this off the screen, bro. Okay, let me just break it down. First thought was like, yo, who would even want this? But the rich people today, I'm like, yo, they probably want that, bro. Like a Diddy, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some, I don't know, man. Like, yo, my God, he's just so nasty. Yo, they gathering around asking it questions, like, nobody discuss it. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, after 2024, nothing surprising. I'm sure Elon Musk would love to ask a humanoid goat, like, yeah, so what was you eating? Like, yo, he's just seeing that freaky. Mark Zuckerberg would do that. A lot of these CEOs would do that.
leaving it disorientated.
That's
He then thanks the goat,
crazy.
cutting out its tongue and pouring its blood
God.
into a glass,
Oh
presenting
my
it to the
God.
guests as they cheer and applaud.
My
Later,
gosh,
as the
man.
guests and staff depart, Takanagi is alone in the kitchen. He receives a visit from a boar who requests a special meal for an upcoming dinner party
You gonna be
in
human?
front of a government minister. The minister has a unique palate though, and deserves not
Human.
farmed animal human meat, but natural produced
Mhm.
human meat.
Mm-hmm.
The next day, Takanagi drives with his son, who asks him to attend his upcoming game. Takanagi agrees, promising a family vacation once his current job is done. However, the boar's request
That goat is-
weighs heavily on his mind. The following morning,
We passed that
Takanagi
goat.
gathers
no more
his
goat.
staff
No
for
more
a
goat.
meeting.
I ain't gonna lie,
Once-
man. I never ate a goat in my life, and I don't know if I will anymore, bro.
Everyone
I ain't
is
gonna lie,
present,
man.
The doors are
I don't know if
locked,
I'm lying.
and the sleeping gas fills the room. The scene transitions into the dining hall, where
Mhm.
animal humans
Serving
dressed
these-
in former attire are
Animal
seated
human,
as
not people
Takanagi
now.
unveils
Animal
a
human.
special dish, a massive meat cake crafted from the flesh of the staff, with limbs as decorations and topped with a blended brain sauce of all of the brains of the staff. The diners, excited and cheerful, begin to dig in. Takanagi approaches the minister for feedback, but the minister mocks the dish, calling it a party meal where the main course managed to escape. Enraged, Takanagi argues, but the minister rings a bell, signaling the entrance of the boar and Takanagi's son. Takanagi screams at them not to touch their son, but is then restrained by two animal humans. Takanagi watches in horror as
Yo, I knew he loved the hunt. Once he said like it's just a party decoration with a escape, cause he wanted to kill, to kill. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God.
the diners
What?
turn on his son, devouring him alive. Takanagi collapses, vowing to kill every single one of them, but
Exactly.
the boar walks behind them and commends his cooking skills. That night, the minister and the boar discuss the evening's events by the sea. The minister assures the boar that their superiors have nothing to worry about. Humans are merely humans after all. The next chapter begins with a baby otter being accepted for shipment.
Yo,
Other
bro,
baby animal
this is
humans cheered on,
crazy.
congratulating it on being chosen for a delicious purpose. However, once in the back room, a fox dismisses the otter and kicks it into a grinder, calling it low-quality meat due to his inability to gain weight. From
Wow.
birth, animal humans are raised with the knowledge that they are destined to be meat. They live
Exactly, be
stress-free
eaten.
lives, receive good education, and are fed carefully to enhance their sweetness and flavor. Farms specialize in different rearing methods but share the same ultimate goal: producing high-quality food. In a cafeteria, a dog
Wow.
is eating when a piece of food lands on his cheek. The dog calls out to the animal eating next to him, Chica, the little girl from Volume 1. The dog orders her to
Okay,
apologize,
okay.
but Chica just continues on eating.
Exactly.
A llama calls
He's
out
like,
to
"I'm
the
hungry,"
dog
right?
when
She
he
loves
notices
eating.
blood dripping from its face and panics, suspecting an illness. The room descends into chaos as animals run with fear.
Yeah, the black
Over the
plague.
intercom, though, a staff member calms them down and says that a staff member will guide them to their rooms. The animals calm down, but Chica never left its place as she just kept on eating. The animals are brought to the playground, and one of the animals
I ain't gonna lie, this has way less fights than the other one had. The other one was very exciting. Like it was I mean, I'm assuming you watch part 1. But the dad or the new cat versus the deer versus the human, like bro, that the cat versus the bear, like yo, that was just insane. Like it was way more action. Now it was just like scenery, getting to know the farms, getting to know the world a little bit more. Like it's just like that. He literally reincarnated as one of them. Like, yo, when he
realizes
got
that
his
there's a
memories
man on
back,
the
and he
roof
was like
with
just
a megaphone. The man
smoking
reassures
him,
him that
smoking
only
him.
one animal was sick,
Crazy.
but
Killed
measures
everybody at
must
his
be
death
taken.
table.
Moments later, a massive rock slide
Crazy.
buries the animals alive. In reality, though, the animals were just in a hole, and workers were dumping piles of rock and dirt on top of them, filling the hole. Unbeknownst to the farm, though, later that night, 2 workers, a bull and a human, secretly kidnapped 5 animals that were supposed to be buried,
Chica?
including Chica, intending to eat them to avoid them being just wasted meat. One by one, the bull decapitates the animals until it reaches Chica. As the axe falls and Chica is beheaded, she wakes up, confused. In the next room, there's bloody footprints leading to the door that Chica's in,
What?
and the 2 workers are laying dead on the ground. Chica goes outside and sees an opening in the fence, proclaiming
So
that
she did
she's
get her
hungry.
head cut off?
We cut to a couple
She's
walking
hungry?
in the
Oh,
middle of
she's
the woods,
hungry.
waiting to be rescued by anyone, until the man finds a trail and a child at the end of it. The kid asks if they're lost, and
So she did get her head cut off, or is that just like she just snapped and she just and she just woke up. She was naked in the other scene, so it was like I don't know.
the
I
man
don't know.
excitedly asks if he lives
Maybe they try
anywhere
to
nearby.
eat, but they
The
couldn't
kid replied
eat
that he
her?
does. They just have to follow him, as he has a knife hiding behind his back. Chica ventures into the forest, scavenging for food. She encounters a wounded wolf and calmly waits for it to die before
And then
eating
eat it, yeah.
However, the meal isn't enough. She stumbles upon a house, but is caught in a trap. A cow comes out of the house and rescues her, feeds her, and offers her shelter. The cow asks Chica where she was from, and Chica replied, "A place where there's a ton of animals." The cow knows that she's
she can
talking
speak
about
other
the
than
farm
saying,
and comforts her, but staring
"I'm
at them from the
hungry."
window is the child. The child grabs a knife and walks over to the husband, cutting him up and feeding it to his mother, locked in a cell in the basement. As she
What?
rests, the cow thinks it's a good night to have something to drink. He walks into a room with multiple women hanging from the roof,
What the
topless
fuck?
and with bite marks on their breast. The cow walks up to a woman who was just brought in this morning and begins to drink some milk. The next morning, Chica smells
Okay, I guess, that's a symbol for what we do to cows, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what demons out there who just sucking some udders, you know what I'm saying? I don't know no demon like that. That'd be kind of crazy.
something funny and discovers
makes sense,
a
it makes
basement
sense.
where the monstrous bear dressed like a mother is locked in a cage.
What the
Team,
fuck?
it's been a grind.
Chica
I ain't
reaches
gonna lie,
her hand out,
none of
but
this should surprise me, especially after the first scene with that goat, and he was still alive. Like, that's still on my head, man. That was like a whole 10 minutes ago, and that's still on my mind that he was alive. They was asking him questions. Oh my god.
the bear bites off her arm and then drags her into the
Whoa,
cell to
whoa.
devour her. The cow walks into Chica's bedroom to find her gone. The cow goes to the child and beats him, demanding to know where he hid Chica. The child, calling the cow father, doesn't know anything. They find Chica's blood in the basement, but the cow collapses in despair that was his only source of animal-human milk. The cow reveals that he brought the boy into the family, introducing the
What?
mother bear as his mother and the cow as his father, with other human siblings. The mother bear tried to attack the child, but the cow told the child that they loved him so much that they want to eat him. The cow wanted the bear to be a source of milk, but
Yo.
without human flesh, the bear became rotten and broken.
Oh.
So, they had the siblings gather human meat to feed her, including the siblings themselves. The cow wanted to age the boy with love so he can grow up and have a better flavor. However,
the cow can have milk?
The cow was done waiting. Suddenly, the mother bear begins to scream, and something was clawing itself out of her stomach. Chica breaks free from the bear's stomach.
What?
As she crawls towards the cow, her arm begins to regenerate. The cow worships her as a goddess and tries
What?
to taste her milk, but then the son stabs him with a spear, causing a lantern to fall and causing a small fire. The cow turned around and tried to choke out the child, but suddenly the bear lunges and devours the cow before succumbing to the flames engulfing the house. Chica and the child escaped. The child asked Chica, "Why did you help me?" Chica replied that he wouldn't taste good if he was burnt. The child asks if she wants to eat him, and Chica simply replies, "Yes." The scene shifts to
Yo.
an orangutan playing golf, surrounded by cheering businessmen. One of his assistants approaches him with a chart of the progress of the farms, noting that they have lost a lot of meat due to diseases and cannibalism. If they don't fix this problem, the world's food supply will. Before he could finish his sentence, the orangutan missed his shot and blamed it on the man for stressing him out. So, the orangutan asks him for his ball. The man looks at him and rips off his eyeball for the orangutan to use as a golf ball. The orangutan says to fix the problem, they must continue the development of regenerative bodies. The volume ends at a lab holding normal animals like sloths and cats, but in one of their test tubes holds the head of Anist. This sequel was a little mixed for me. However, I did really enjoy the overall story. I didn't think Animal Human would get a sequel with the way it ended in the first volume, but it did a pretty good job as a continuation. It explored more of the world building, how things operate. While it wasn't super detailed, we still had enough context clues to really tell how the world really works. For example, one of the things I didn't really mention is that there's humans who have never seen animal humans before, even though it seems that there are a lot of human workers and assistants and even rich folk that know of their existence. We also see how there's just one powerful owner of all of the farms, which is the orangutan. As we see from the last volume, he also owns the farm that Chica was made in. But there are also other powerful political figures that are animal humans. Also, if the orangutan started this whole operation, then where do the scientists that created the animal humans come into this situation? How did this animal human gain so much power to just start his own operation? We only know bits and pieces here and there, and it's one of the main reasons I keep coming back to the story. It was the thing that kept me still on this series. The restaurant scene, while looking a bit pointless,
I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of like One Piece. As you keep going, the pieces start getting, more together, but minus like the 1,000 chapters.
In the second half of the story, it really is interesting when trying to learn more about this world. I think having an anthology series based off this world would be really entertaining, and it actually feels pretty natural with the amount of stories you could really tell in this overall world. I really like that they kept following Chica. They didn't really have to, but it was really nice to see different callbacks to the first volume. I did wish we spent a little bit more time on the farm, maybe adding an extra arc where Chica tries to escape, but honestly, thinking more on that idea, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. Plus, they really executed this farm scene really, really well. The cow and the bear arc was pretty cool. I wasn't that big of a fan, but it definitely gave us some really creepy imagery, some crazy gore, and a very interesting view of love, especially with Chica and the child. We know Chica doesn't remember anything from when she was a human, and now we see that she's following the same protocols that she was learned from the farm. We saw that when she was handling the wolf. She didn't want the wolf to be really scared. She wanted it to be calm so the meat would taste better. And she said the same thing with the child. The child only knows love if they want to eat them. That's the reason why he wants to follow Chica now. And that's why Chica wants him around, so he can live stress-free, so the flavors of his skin feel great to eat. All of that stuff is really, really interesting, and I want more of that explored. But the stuff I did not like was the whole Starving Anonymous route of having a regenerator failure program. But there just happens to be one really successful regenerator that escapes the government's hand. I thought it kind of sucked that they're going that route. I think it's just because I read Starving Anonymous first.
Yeah, I say why. I never read that. Yo, this looks crazy. This looks fire. I never read that, so I don't know. But it could be kind of interesting.
All I could think about when reading this part was that, they're going the Starving Anonymous route. To me, it makes a lot more sense when having a meat factory meant to only feed these gigantic alien beasts.
So I was like, was her head really cut off? It was cut off, and then she just grew it back. I ain't gonna lie, man. On some Ajin stuff, I ain't gonna lie.
To have a regenerator, just due to their massive size and the amount of food that they need.
What is that? Is that a caterpillar? Is insect
it doesn't feel needed, just because of the large amount of food that they technically already have. However, even though I didn't feel like they needed it, they did a really good job at explaining why they need the regenerators, why they have to go this route. This isn't the last time we'll see Chica and the child. Hopefully we get a lot more answers shown in volume 3, but for now I'm actually pretty satisfied.
That's gonna be nasty though. I can just picture it.
But thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to go down in the description and vote on what horror content you want me to review. And also remember to join.
But I can't even do that. But it's gonna be like it's like, yo, say I can regenerate my arm. It's gonna boom, it regenerates. Boom, it regenerates. Boom. That's just gonna be, yo, bro. That's in a day like, yo, yo. I can't. This anime. This is nasty. I ain't gonna lie. Some scenes, I already know. Some scenes are nasty. Just this is like shock you. It's horror. You know what I'm saying? It wants to shock you. It wants to jar you, shake you up a little bit. Yeah, shake you up a little bit. That goat on the table. That goat on the table, man, still be in line pumping alcohol in his system so he can like, It's a great story though. It's a beautiful story, man. Good art, great art. Yo, man, shout out Trippy Chris for narrating that story, getting that translated, doing all that, cause that was amazing, man. I wouldn't have seen this without his help. I ain't gonna lie, man. So shout out Trippy Chris, man. I ain't gonna lie, that cow scene of like the women just up there, I don't really think I like that one so much, because it's just so obvious. It's too obvious, you know? Like, and we don't even, like, I'm not going up to a cow, yo, let me get your udders, girl. I mean, we do that. Like, they sit in stables and they just get pumped all day for your gallon of milk in Food Line. Like, come on, bro. So it's kind of but it's, you know, I mean, I understand it. It's alright. In general, I'll say I'll give this like a 9 out of 10. Like, it's good. Or 8.5 to 9 out of 10. Like, it's fire. That's fire, man. Man, I'm out. Like, subscribe to Trippy Chris if you aren't already. Yo, that goat scene. Alright, let me stop. Watch these 2 videos if you want more content, man. Yeah, man, I'm out. I'm hungry. Peace.